Welcome to BierWax. I'm Chris Maestro, the founder and principal owner of BierWax here in Brooklyn. I've been a record collector for over 2 decades. I started collecting records when I was 19, later got into craft beer and figured out I needed to really marry those 2 passions of mine. And there are about 4,000. This is really all we can fit now behind the bar. This is directly from when I grew up. My parents used to play this all the time, my dad in particular. He basically mentioned this story, which was kind of a fairy tale for me growing up. These indigenous musicians found a plane that had crashed and rescued all the instruments, and all of a sudden started making all this beautiful music. I believed that for a long time, didn't realize that was a complete lie, but whatever. These were the first records I ever bought with my own money. I don't even know why I bought these records, because I didn't even have a turntable at the time. I was in school in Binghamton, SUNY Binghamton, and there was a record fair, WHRW. They were actually just converting all of their records into digital format. So they were basically selling off all their records. These are the first records that I ever bought, and I am blessed that they're still around and right here in the stacks at BierWax.
With a funky intro,
We've been really super blessed to have some amazing DJs here at BierWax. From Wizard Theodore to Lord Professor, Rob Swift. So one day, we had all of these surprise guests show up. Prince Poe and Pharaoh Monch from Organized Confusion, OC, Juju from Beatnuts. It was just like a who's who of 90s hip hop.
if you want dope lyrics but still gimmicks, gimme beats.
The tradition was if an MC or a DJ, whoever, would come to BierWax, we would have them sign their record if we had it. So this is just a signed copy of Organized Confusion's first record. On that same night, OC, another legend of 90s hip hop, also came through and signed his record. The record I'm most proud of owning, I own more than a few copies, is my very own record. So this is a record that I produced called The Jungle Book. The group is That Jungle Music. We made this back in 2011, and I produced the whole album, and it's definitely probably one of the moments of my life that I'm really the most proud of. Really love how this album came out. Man, I have a freaking record in my hands that I made. It's crazy.
Testament, black hand clan, a clandestine refugees. Bad boys moving silent, hush. Payback comes when it's quiet on all fronts. Move like a leopard, calm like a shepherd. Ever since Dean, Tween, Nostrand, and Bet.